år siden. Så den union findes selvfølgelig ikke længere, men det gjorde den altså dengang Kalmarunionen. Rich, thank you, one, two heads. Tak skal I have. Der er faktisk en meget sjov historie bag Børsen. Det var i sin tid, tror man, de der draghaller, de er beskyttet bygning mod at gå indefra. Det blev måske et overtrods, men prøv at tænke over det engang. Næsten alle bygninger rundt omkring, der er ikke dem mindst én gang. Og Folketinget, de ved siden af, det har været brændt ned 2 gange. Børsen er aldrig nogensinde blevet rørt i, og det har eksisteret i 400 år. Så ja, måske er der nogle draghaller alligevel. There's a funny story about the old stock exchange. It was back in the day. They believed those 4 dragon tests would protect the building from catching on fire. That might seem crazy, but just think about it. Almost all the surrounding buildings have caught on fire at least once, and the parliament right next door has burned down to the ground twice. The stock exchange has never caught on fire. Yup, for 400 years by now. So maybe there's something about those dragon tests after all. I don't know. What we do know is Rich. Know what to do. Thank you for doing that. That's all I know. That's fair. En eneste ting, som vi ikke kan se på vores tur, er faktisk under vandet. Under vandet har vi noget, der hedder fiskebørnehaver. Og fiskebørnehaver, det er meget store stålbure, der fylder østerskaller, så små fiske kommer for noget at spise oven i beskyttet fra de større fisk. Og det giver en rigtig god biodiversitet i haven og holder vandet rent. Så vandet er faktisk så rent, at man kan bade i det, hvilket der er rigtig mange, der gør. Sommer og vinter, der er nogle, der bader her i det rene vand i København. One of the few things you can't see are actually underwater. In many places in the harbor, we have something called fish kindergartens, and that is big still cages partly filled with oyster shells. And it works that way for younger fishes. They can swim in there and get something to eat, but also be protected from the bigger fishes. This way is better by biodiversity and keeps the water clean, so the water is so clean we can actually swim in it. Which many people do during summer and during winter time. They're swimming from the quays here in Copenhagen, not from the boat, but from the quays. We are in Copenhagen. They were open, and in 2002 the boat traffic was still forced up. But I've been told that inside now you can find a private nightclub. Yeah, finally some useful information. Yeah. There it is. Membership is very, very, very expensive. I think it's like 20,000 Danish kroner a month or something like that. It's absurd, yeah. There's our home. Jättebra, jeg er indhavsbroen, og den er også kaldt Krydserbroen, fordi når broen lukker lige, og den lukker broen med hinanden i meget smuk kyst på midten. Our next bridge is called the Inner Harbor Bridge. It's also the only bridge where you don't have to mind your head. So up there, obviously, it's also known as the Kissing Bridge because when the bridge closes, it looks like the two sides meet with a loving kiss on the middle. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Og lige nu der sætter Flemming fart ned, så vi kan lige kigge på vores venstre side og se smukke Nyhavn. Flemming will stop the boat for a short moment so we get a peek down to beautiful New Harbor on our left-hand side, beautiful New Harbor's Canal. Nyhavn er 350 år gammel, udgravet. Det er et kunstigt anlagt ø fra 1695. Det er det biogas. I fremtiden skal det være luksusrettigheder. Og de er faktisk til salg nu, hvis I har lyst til at købe nogle. De dyre af dem, de koster bare 40 millioner kroner. De billige koster 5 millioner kroner. 5 millioner kroner, så får I 50 kvadratmeter. Der tror jeg, det er 40 kvadratmeter, man får for 5 millioner kroner. The island on our right-hand side is Christianshavn, commonly known as the Paper Island. It's an artificial island constructed back in 1695. And right now, as you might see, this island is an enormous construction site, but in the future, it will be home to lots of apartments. And they are for sale now. You can buy one if you want to. You just have to pay the small amount of $5 million for one apartment here in Copenhagen. Pocket change. Someone might say. Not me, but maybe someone saying. We have the Copenhagen Opera House, was designed back in 2005 by the Danish architect Henning Larsen back in 2005. Was a gift by the A.P. Møller Foundation. The Opera House has 14 stories, 5 of which are below ground underwater. Overhuset på vores venstre side var en gave fra A.P. Møller Fonden tilbage i 2005, lavet dansk arkitekt Henning Larsen. Overhuset har 14 etager, 5 af dem er nede under jorden, under vandet. Ja. Og jeg er så gammel at bygge en stor park her i sådan overhuset. Right now we're sailing behind something called Holmen, and Holmen consists of 5 man-made islands. The oldest one dates back to 1685. So in other words, everything you see on your left, that is actually man-made islands.
Have a very good evening.
Okay. You'll then get a better view when we get out here in a moment. So, but that was back when hard work was indeed hard work. Going away in the stille zone, så tilbage lige derfra. We are now entering a quad zone, og det er back just after the quad zone. Yeah, thank you. Which is the reason why you can sail into the building. På vores venstre side af torpedohallen blev brugt til at bygge og reparere torpedobåde, hvilket er grund til, at man kunne sejle ind i bygningen der torpedohallen lejligheder. Og står som et meget godt eksempel på, hvordan vi her i Danmark bevarer og vedligeholder vores gamle bygninger og giver nyt liv. Today the torpedo hall has been transformed into apartments and stands as a great example of how we Denmark preserve and reuse our older buildings. For example, apartments. All those small houses / huts on our left-hand side is the cannon boat sheds, 200 years old cannon boat sheds used to store, of course, cannon boats back in the day. På vores venstre side, der har vi det gamle kanonbådsskur, brugt til at bevare kanonbåde, 200 år gamle kanonbådsskur. Vores højre side har et master militært område, der ikke sejler ind fra rul, det gør vi heller ikke, det ser herude. But if you look on your right hand side, you can see a big grey ship with F352 written on the side. That is the warship Peter Skram, and it was part of the Danish naval defense during the Cold War. It's not used anymore because now the Cold War is over. So today is the museum. Vores højre side har vi et meget stort krigsskib F-262 på siden, det fregatten Peter Skram. Var en del af danske søforsvar under den kolde krig, den blev brugt i rigtig mange år, fordi den kolde krig var slut, så i dag er det museum. Måske kan du også huske, at tilbage i 1982, der kom et uheld tagfødt missil. Og det her missil blev skudt i sommerhusområdet i Nordvestjylland. 4 sommerhuse blev hjemme i jorden, og 130 andre blev beskadet. Heldigvis, og med rakuløse nok, så kom ingen mennesker på stedet. Heldigvis. Også missilet. Peter Skram is also famous in Denmark for firing the Whoops missile, because back in 1982, Peter Skram's fire mechanism malfunctioned and fired a missile by accident into a summer house area in northwest Zealand. 4 summer houses were totally destroyed and 130 others were damaged. Fortunately and luckily enough, no humans were harmed. Yeah, the Whoops missile. So if you ever feel like having a bad day, just remember, you're not the one firing that missile. Yes. Here that can check out for a little bit. We also have an U-boat for land. We also have U-boat same. We also have a submarine on land, black submarine. That is the submarine, the Seal. Was active during the Iraq War back in the day. Today the Seal is a museum as well. Var aktiv under Irak-krigen tilbage i 2012-13. Er det for sent? 2009 deromkring, ja, 10'erne. Den blev brugt, nu er det museumsskib, ubåden. Originally, it was to signal to marine vessels in the harbor that they should either hoist or lower our Danish flag angle. However, one thing is tradition, reality is quite another. Because according to an agreement with the neighbors, which also includes the royal family, sunrise here in Denmark all year round, all seasons, is always at 8 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, yes. Well, I just live late in Denmark, and also if you think the alarm on your cell phone is at 1 in the morning, imagine the sound of firing cannons right next to your window. Yeah. Of course, another reason, sunset, however, follows the state of nature. Copenhagen in Denmark, that is of course the Little Mermaid from Hans Christian Andersen's famous fairy tale. Sitting on her rock, on our right hand side, right there. Waiting for her beloved prince to come. Yeah. Yes, for a small nation, we make small statues. Sitting on her rocks since 1913, she was a gift by Carl Jacobsen, the owner of the Carlsberg Breweries. He fell in love with the character after seeing a ballet performance at the Royal Theatre, so he ordered his friend, the sculptor Edvard Eriksson, to carve a sculpture of her. So he did, and the blue pamphlet from Africa. The last one is called the Blue Warehouse. I have no idea why it's called the Blue Warehouse, actually, to be honest with you, because it's not blue at all, it's red. However, what do I know? Inside there, you can once find things from the Danish colonies on the Gold Coast in West Africa. Today, the yellow one and the blue one are apartments. Today, at the gule og the blå lejligheder. Yeah. Also, speaking of apartments, coming up on our right-hand side, now we have a very expensive apartment for a very expensive family. That is, of course, Amalienborg, where the royal family, they live. Og selvfølgelig vores højre side smukke Amalienborg, selvfølgelig hvor dronningen og familien de bor. Plads med de 4 skorsten er hvor kronprinsepar, deres 4 børn bor. Plads med de 5 skorsten er hvor hendes majestæt, dronningen Margrethe II. Hvis I kan se vores fag, de flyver over deres hjem, så udtrykker at de er hjemme. Og det kan I se lige nu på deres egen øjne, at de ikke er hjemme, desværre. The palace with the 4 tiers on top is where the crown prince couple and their 4 children live. And the palace with the 5 tiers on top is where the Queen, Her Majesty Queen Margaret II lives. Also, if you can see our national flag, Dannebrog is flying above their palaces. It means they're at home, which you can see right now for yourself. They're not. made out of black diamond. I wish. Black marble, maybe black marble. Det står diamant foran os, lavet af sort marmor fra Afrika, Zimbabwe i Afrika.